What's happening, guys? So, in this video, I'm reacting to Mark Delusion. And it's coming from DR Sports. But I don't think it's much different because it's still the same regulars from AFTV. It's still the same people, just a different account that's managing it. So we're gonna react to their video from they did a call in last night after the Europa Conference final. So yeah, let's get into it. Christ.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm calling from Suffolk.
Okay.
Suffolk. Hey, what's that? Is that a Portsmouth shirt or something?
Ipswich.
No, mate.
Ipswich. Sorry, Ipswich Town.
Oh, Ipswich.
Had a great season, promoted to the championship.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, I'm also a Gooner as well.
Oh, nice,
Oh, okay.
nice.
Okay.
But you said you've asked the question: have West Ham had a better season than the top four clubs?
Well, yeah, they've had a better season than all the ones that didn't win the trophy. So they've had a better season than Newcastle and Arsenal. Enough said. You could argue maybe some could argue better than Man U, but I'd say no because Man U did get Champions League football with winning the League Cup, so that they're in a better competition to try and win the Champions League. But the Conference League is a better trophy than the League Cup because it's a European trophy. Like you're a champion of something bigger than just the Football League. You know what I mean? Even though you're the third best in Europe, it's better than being just champions of the Football League. But yeah, let's let them carry on.
Let's ask I'll find out what you think, but first of all, let's ask everybody here. Let's ask you, Lamar, as a West Ham fan.
I want to be clear. When you say top four, do you mean the teams that finished in the top four, the traditional top four?
The top four that have finished this season: to Newcastle, United, Arsenal. Obviously not City because they won the league, but
okay, we haven't had a better season than City.
No shit, Sherlock.
It depends what you care about the most. Do you care about silverware? Or do you...
The aim of a league sport, shout out to League Gunner, the aim of a league sport is to win trophies. When you're in a competition, the aim is to win the trophy of that competition. Unless all these teams are just playing participants. They're just like, oh, I'm just happy to be there. You know what I mean? The aim is to win. You guys won. You know what I mean? What did Arsenal win this season? Nothing. Oh no, sorry. We won second place. You know what I mean? We won a chance to play in the Champions League. The competition that we never talk about trying to win.
Emotional damage. You care about Champions League football next season. And I think I don't keep pausing it, but Champions League football, just getting that is not success. It's not. You need to quit this loser mentality, man. From a West Ham perspective, from where we were, I think we've had a better season than a lot of these teams. But if you're Arsenal, would you be satisfied with the season that we had? No. So that's my answer.
Laurie?
I'm definitely in the category of trophies over Champions League places normally. However, I don't think that the Europa Conference League is enough to bridge the gap. So what I would...
Right. So being champions, being the third best champions of Europe ain't good enough. So that's when it's not trophies over top four anymore. Honestly.
Says, had West Ham had won the Europa League, then I'll probably say yes. But if you ask me, would I rather finish second or win the Europa Conference League? No. So, yeah, Arsenal edging it for me.
Shut up! So, Arsenal edge it by flirting with Man City, putting pressure on, finishing second, winning nothing. Whereas West Ham are champions of Europe, the third best in Europe.
Stop it. Get some help.
You see the mentality that we have in this fan base. Arsenal edge it. So finishing second in the league is better than being the third best team in Europe. Logic. You know what I mean? But he says that if West Ham had won Europa League, he'd agree that they'd had the better season. So Europa League being the second best in Europe, That's good enough. But being the third best in Europe, no, that's not good enough. No, I'd rather finish in top 4. You know what I mean? You see, if these man were Real Madrid fans talking like this, they'd get kicked out by the fan base. I'm telling you right now.
Sorry?
Right, and me, no. And I would have only said yes if West Ham had been in the Champions League, because that would have been a better season than us. But the fact that West Ham are not in the Champions League, they've won a trophy. They ended up 14th, unfortunately. So I can't really say yes. I understand the things about trophies, but
well, if you understand the things about trophies, then you'd agree that West Ham had a better season because they've won a trophy. Like, I've listened to this podcast. These men were hyping up the fact that West Ham have won a trophy. So why would you want David Moyes to leave? Robbie's argument to the fans, to the guy, the West Ham fan that sat there with him, is that he won the trophy. So why would you want David Moyes to leave? Because that West Ham fan was saying David Moyes should then leave on a high, which I agree with, actually, right? But Robbie's like, oh no, he won a trophy. But then when it comes to that same trophy, is it better than finishing just second and winning nothing? Oh no, the trophy don't matter anymore. You see the logic with these, man. You know what I mean?
But if you asked us, we're disappointed that we didn't win the league. But if somebody said, would you rather come second and be in the Champions League or be in the Europa Conference League, we would have to say top 2 every time. So
yeah, but what's the point in being in the Champions League? What is it that you want from it? You know what I mean? What is it that you want from it? Again, none of these men will talk about winning the Champions League. They'll just talk about being in it. And that's the problem. And this fan base is riddled with fans like this, right? Riddled with just being in the Champions League. That's what it's riddled with. And that's the problem, because now the club's not held to a standard. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to seeing what these players are going to say for next season, what their aim is. I better hear them say Champions League. We want the Premier League and we want the Champions League. That's what they should be saying. But they're all saying. You know what I mean? And these men are just happy to be in it. So it's going to be scenes if and when we get blitzed out of the Champions League. It's going to be scenes. Now I want to see what these men have to say about it. You know what I mean? Because that's the only thing it's going to take for these men to wake up. Getting smoked in the Champions League.
I would say no.
Yeah, listen, I'm sort of with all these what these guys are saying as well. That you know, it's been incredible how he's turned out for West Ham.
Yes.
You know what I mean? For them to win the Conference League, I think, you know, they've won silverware. So they should be very proud of what they've achieved. But, you know, a season's over a whole season. And, you know, Arsenal were challenging for the league. They haven't won.
And we were challenging for the league, and West Ham have won a trophy. West Ham have won a European trophy. Damn! Can you see the mindset of these man? We challenge for the league. The challenging for the league is better than winning trophies now.
On a trophy, but they were trying to. I think they really did exceed their expectations this season. So I wouldn't say it's better, but you also got to put things in context that for West Ham, who they struggled in the league, they shouldn't have struggled as bad as they did. You know, when you consider the amount of money they spent. But listen, they've ended up with a trophy, so I think they can still look back and say they've had a good season, despite the mark.
And they've had a better season than us because they won a trophy. Like, I don't get how this is even a debate. It shouldn't even be a debate. West Ham did West Ham win a trophy? Yes. Did Arsenal win a trophy? No. Hence, West Ham had a better season. When you're in a season, you're trying to win 3 or 4 competitions. You start the Premier League, right? What we want to do is we want to try and win that. Then when the League Cup comes in, what we want to do is we want to try and win that. When the Europa League or Champions League comes in, or Europa Conference kicks in, we want to try and win that. When the FA Cup starts, we want to try and win that. When you finish the season, did we win any of those? No. Oh, your season's finished. Did you win any of those trophies? Oh yeah, we won one of them. Therefore, you had a better season. But these man are just talking about, oh, we challenged Man City, mate. You know what I mean? Absolute retardation at its finest.
I'm looking to sack the manager. Only joking a lot. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, no, I've got to agree with it. Anyone who finished in the top 4, I believe, has had a better season. At the end of the day, you got.
Fam, you support Portsmouth and Arsenal. Get out of here, man. Talking about, anyone who finishes in the top 4, mate. Why? Why is finishing in the top 4 more successful, in your opinion, than West Ham winning the trophy? You know what I mean? You do know West Ham in Europa League because of that now. You know what I mean? But we've got Champions League. What, are we going to win it? Do you have hopes of us actually winning it? Do you actually hold the club to the expectation of win the Champions League? No, you don't. You're just happy to be there. That's why none of you, man, will talk about trying to win it.
Champions League football. That's what attracts the players. The players see the Champions.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's been debunked many times. It's bullshit. Look at the players Man U, Chelsea have signed when they didn't have Champions League football. Fuck out of here. Didn't even want to swear. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. You can attract better players in Champions League, mate. Alright then, ask Man U about Ibrahimovic, Pogba, Casemiro. You know what I mean? Ask them about them, man. Ask Chelsea about Kante. You know what I mean? Won the league with Leicester. He could have easily stayed with them, man, and be like, I'm going to play Champions League football with Leicester, and I'm going to go as far as I can with these, man. He could have easily done that. But he thought, you know what? Chelsea are going to pay me some money. We know Chelsea like good money. Even though they're not off Champions League football or anything this season, I'm going to go there. And he ends up getting it anyway. Bullshit that you attract better players. What signings have we made then? What signings have we made right now? You know what I mean? Think we're getting Rice? Think we're getting Caicedo? Think we're gonna go bold and go get Maddison as well? You know what I mean? We're looking at some no-namers at the moment, and where else we see names and we're thinking, who the fuck is this asshole? You know what I mean? But this myth about you attract better players.
Stop the cap.
Look, let's see Arsenal's better players then. Let's see who we can and can't get then. Because going by what these men say, what everybody else says, we should be seeing some names. We should be seeing, that player is highly rated. That's what we should be seeing. We should be seeing some big names come to this football club then, because we've got Champions League football.
Gotcha, bitch.
Champions League football, they're going to want it. The only reason Declan Rice would now leave West Ham is for Champions League football, which gives me a lot of confidence to try and get him in. But I mean, I think,
and it's going to be scenes when we don't get him. Despite us having this precious Champions League football that this fan base is just happy for us to be in and not talk about trying to win.
I honestly think West Ham have had a better season than the likes of Liverpool and Brighton. As much as Brighton have had a great season for the standards they have, but winning a trophy and getting the same football that Brighton are next season, I mean, for me, that's better.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a very good point.
Okay, well, listen, thank you very much.
So if we'd have finished outside the top 4, finished 5th or 6th, so that's what it would take for West Ham to have had a better season than us. So us just getting Champions League football trumps a league European trophy then. These men are tapped.
Much for coming on, man.
Thanks very much. Good luck to Ipswich next season.
Good luck to Ipswich for next season. Thank you very much. It's a great call. I think the guy.
It's Ipswich. Yeah, he ain't a Portsmouth fan. He thought he was a Portsmouth. It's Ipswich. He is Ipswich and Arsenal. Fuck out.
Guys are trying to see if they can get Dan Lawless up.
Oh, that'd be good.
Right, we'd love to hear what he's got to say.
Yes.
And find out about that missed flight as well. But I somehow get the feeling they might struggle to get him, because I just get the feeling that he's about 20 beers in.
100%.
Somewhere.
Anyways, I'm done with this video. I didn't want to react to too much, but them man are tapped. Them man are tapped. It's still a thing to be like, have West Ham had a better season than Arsenal? You know what I mean? That's still a thing. It's madness. It's absolute madness. But let me know what you guys think anyway. Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials. I need to put my Facebook in my description. I'll get around to doing that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.